Agriculture, organized by the Indian Agriculture College, Radhapuram.
Firstmost, I would like to thank you all for taking the time out from your heavy schedule and marking these hours with your glorious presence.
So, with such a diverse and dynamic representation in our participants, I'm sure we can't wait to start formally with this inaugural session.
First of all, to formally welcome all of you for giving us the gift of your presence here this evening, we have a remarkable person here, and it's my privilege to introduce him to the gathering. Dr. A.S. Anil Kumar Sir is the principal of the Indian Agriculture College, Radhabram. He has established herbal garden comprising of 325 species of medicinal plants at the Institute of Farm attached to the College of Agriculture, Beliani. He also developed system approaches and organic farming practices for commercial mediculture.
Without any further ado, to welcome all of you with his official welcome address, please join us in welcoming Dr. A.S. Anil Kumar Sir, Principal of the Indian Agriculture College, Radhapuram. Welcome, sir.
Okay, thank you. Most respected chief guest of the day, Dr. K. Kumar sir, former professor and head Department of Agricultural Microbiology, TNAU, Coimbatore, and special officer attached to Directorate of NRM, Natural Resource Management, TNA. Most respected advisor, GIAC, and former director, Center for Plant Protection Studies, TNAU, Coimbatore, Dr. Jonathan sir. Respected course director, Professor Sangeeta madam, and course associates, Dr. Alagapan sir and Mr. Vinod Tiraj sir. Respected Professor Johnny Prasad sir, coordinator of the CEL, Center for E-Learning in Agriculture. Respected Vice Principal of TIAC, Dr. Kumar sir. Administrative office, respected faculty members, Administrative Officer Mr. Sami Sundaram, our IT expert Mr. Vikramji, dear students and dear participants. You know, the Indian Agriculture College has so far successfully completed 7 online interactive training programs during the last 2 months period. And now the present online interactive training program on biofertilizers in agriculture is 8th in the series. And the course director is Professor Sangeeta madam, and the course associates Dr. Lagapan and Mr. Vinod Raj. At the outset, I congratulate the course director and the associates for selecting such a wonderful, such a nice topic for the training program. The topic is very useful in the present day context because I think there is no need to emphasize the importance of organic farming. The strategy is to enhance crop production. Strategy is to increase agriculture production by adopting farmer-friendly technologies, by adopting eco-friendly technologies, by adopting or by practicing or by utilizing the resources that are available in the farm itself. That means it is based on NRM, Natural Resource Management, and that too without causing any harm to the environment, without any environmental degradation, without any ecological disturbance. We have to carry out the agriculture practices. That means last week we have discussed about the theme of the World Environment Day, eco-restoration. Now our training program is based on, in that line, our training program, biofertilizers in agriculture. Now, when we are going to use biofertilizer, we can reduce the application of chemical fertilizers that are causing a lot of pollution to the ecosystem. So our biofertilizers will help a lot for eco-restoration programs. In that way, selection of the topic for the training program is most appropriate, and I profusely congratulate our Professor Sangeeta madam and Dr. Alagapan and Mr. Vinod Raj for selecting this particular topic for empowering our dear participants. Now, coming to the pleasant duty of welcoming the distinguished dignitaries present in the Google Meet. Now, we have invited our Honorable Chairman, Dr. Joy Rajasar, Chairman of the Rajas Group of Education Institutions, for presiding over this function. Just now, we got a message from him stating that because of certain unforeseen reasons, he is unable to attend the meeting today. But he has sent his good wishes for the successful conduct of the meeting. So let us profusely thank our Honorable Chairman for all the good wishes he has sent for the successful conduct of the training program. Thank you, Chairman, sir. Now, chief guest of today's function is Dr. R. Kumar, sir. Dr. Kumar, sir is a former professor and head Department of Agriculture Microbiology of TNAU, Coimbatore, and he was the special officer attached to Directorate of NRM, Natural Resource Management in Coimbatore. And he has put in more than 33 years of professional experience in Tamil Nadu Agriculture University. His field of specialization is algal biotechnology, biofertilizer technology, and bioremediation. Now, Dr. Kumar is a very hardworking scientist, and there are many honors and awards to his credit. Now, he is the recipient of Dr. Ramaswamy Memorial Medal for the best PhD thesis in agriculture microbiology. He got the British Council Academic Exchange Visitorship. Now, he is the fellow of the National Academy of Biological Sciences. Now, Dr. Kumar received Dr. P.K. Das Memorial Lifetime Achievement Award. Now, he is the recipient of Tamil Nadu Scientist Award for Agriculture Sciences. He received Tamil Nadu Agriculture University Best Researcher Award. Above all, he underwent a couple of advanced training programs in genetic engineering and tissue culture techniques in UK and USA. And Dr. Kumar has more than 65 research publications to his credit, in addition to other notable publications. Now, with this background, on behalf of the staff and students of the Indian Agriculture College and the management, and my own behalf, I wholeheartedly welcome Dr. Kumar to our Google Meet. Welcome, sir. Our honorable advisor, Dr. Jonathan, sir, is always extending a helping hand for the conduct of all our programs. In fact, we have designed 10 different training programs, and we have selected the subjects for these 10 training programs based on the advice given by Jonathan, sir, because he has got a lot of field experience. Based on his experience, based on his advice, our faculty members have selected the 10 different training programs. And he is always helping us to conduct the programs in a very meticulous manner. In fact, this evening, this inauguration he has arranged. On behalf of the staff and students of the Indian Agriculture College, and on behalf of the participants and my own behalf, I welcome you, sir, to this Google Meet. Welcome, sir. I welcome the course director, Professor Sangeeta Madam, the course associates, Dr. Alagapan, sir, and Mr. Vinod Raj to the function. I also welcome the coordinator cell, Center for E-Learning in Agriculture, Professor Johnny Prasad, sir, because he is always belligerent in undertaking any task assigned to him. So a warm welcome to Professor Johnny Prasad, sir, who is arranging all these activities. I also welcome our Honorable Vice Principal, Dr. Kumar, sir. I welcome all the participants and all the students to this program. I welcome all the faculty members to this program. I also welcome our Administrative Officer, Mr. Sami Sundaram, our IT expert, Mr. Vikramji, to this program. So once again, I extend a very warm welcome to one and all. Welcome. Thank you.
Thank you very much, sir, for that warm welcome address.
Further, with the blessing of our chairman, we have arranged this program. Dr. S.A. Joyraja sir is not available to join us now, so he will join us later. Moving on.
Now, there is someone very special amidst the presence today to speechify the inaugural address.
Yes, indeed. To formally orate the inaugural address this evening, we have a special person, and it's my pleasure to introduce him to this event. Dr. K. Kumar is a retired professor, agricultural microbiology, and former special officer of the Directorate of Natural Resource Management, Tamil Nadu Agriculture University, Coimbatore.
His area of specialization is in microbial diversity and nutrient dynamics of rice-based cropping system and handled research project for the past 25 years as project associate and project leader at Tamil Nadu Agriculture University, Coimbatore.
He has also undergone advanced training on molecular biology of nitrogen-fixing cyanobacteria at Darrell Freshwater Research Institute, Rensselaer Polytechnic Institute, Troy, New York, USA.
He has published 3 books, 65 research papers, reports, 10 journal articles, and 15 book chapters.
He got Professor Dr. Rangaswamy Memorial Medal for Best PhD Student in Agriculture Microbiology Award in 1995.
He also got the Fellow of the National Academy of Biological Science Award in 2008 and Sri P.K. Das Memorial Lifetime Achievement Award for Science and Humanities in 2013.
He has also got Tamil Nadu Scientist Award for Agricultural Sciences in 2013 and TNAU Best Researcher Award in 2014.
Yes, it's my honor and privilege to welcome our chief guest, Dr. K. Kumar, former Special Officer, Directorate of Natural Resource Management, Tamil Nadu Agriculture University, to discuss the inaugural address. Please, sir.
So please unmute your mic.
Dr. Kumar, please unmute your mic. Hello? Hello?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, just our chief guest talked to me.
Okay,
He has
sir.
got some problem with the his audio system computer. So he's getting out and again join through the mobile. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Just
So,
we'll wait for a few minutes. Okay.
okay, sir. Okay,
We'll
sir.
Okay,
join.
sir. Okay,
We'll
sir.
join. Yeah. Yeah. Dr. Anil Kumar, principal.
Sir,
Dr. Kumar is my UG classmate.
Okay.
We are
Your classmate.
1974 onwards. We are known from 1974. Both of us did BSc Agriculture in Annamalai University. So we, from that onwards, even today we are in link because our batch 1974-78 BSc AG group is still we are meeting now and then. And when we are young people, we met. When we are become parents, we met. When we are become grandparents, we are meeting. And again, recently we met in somewhere in 2019 in Yerkad. Yerkad. And many of them in banks as a very high level officers. In those days, bank job was very attractive than the university job.
You used to conduct a reunion of your batch frequently? Reunion of your BSc?
Yes.
Every year.
Yes. Yeah, he has come. Yeah,
interesting. It's very interesting.
Right. Okay. Thank you, sir. Good evening to all of you. I think I am audible now.
Yes, sir.
Yes, Kumar, go ahead.
Right.
You're audible. Please go ahead.
Okay. Thank you, Dr. Anil Kumar, sir, for your nice introduction and all the students who introduced me to the audience. My dear good friend and respected advisor of the Indian Agriculture College, Dr. Jonathan, the principal of the college, Dr. Anil Kumar, sir, then the vice principal of the college, Dr. Kumar, then the assistant professor of microbiology and the coordinator of this course, or the organizer of the course, Mrs. Sangeeta, and then Mr. Jodi Prasad, the assistant professor and the coordinator, then the co-coordinators, I think Mr. Dr. Alagappan and Vinod Raj, and other the faculty members of the Indian Agriculture College, and my dear students. So good evening to all of you. So I am extremely happy to participate in this online workshop on biofertilizers in agriculture, and then inaugurate this conference also. And I am happy to inform you all that Dr. Jonathan is my batchmate in the year 1974-78 in the BSc Agriculture batch at Annamalai University. And then later we joined Tamil Nadu Agriculture University as faculty members. So we are known for about more than 45 years of understanding. And we were also colleagues at the Tamil Nadu Agriculture University. And Dr. Jonathan, he achieved great heights at the Tamil Nadu Agriculture University, and he became the director of Center for Plant Protection Studies. And it is sheerly out of his hard work and sincerity in the profession, he rose to that height. And later, after his retirement, he joined the Indian Agriculture College as the principal of the Indian Agriculture College, and then now he is continuing as the advisor of this college. So when he invited me to join to inaugurate this conference, I readily agreed. Because of our long-term friendship, I readily agreed. And during his invitation, he also suggested me that I have to propose the establishment of a biofertilizer production unit at Indian Agriculture College. Okay, so it's a very good idea, and I said I will definitely propose to the management the establishment of the biofertilizer production unit, because when there is a biofertilizer production unit in operation, it will be very easy for the students to understand the biofertilizer production process. So later, during the course of my talk, I will tell what are the requirements for establishing a biofertilizer production unit at Indian Agriculture College. And I appreciate the interest of Dr. Jonathan in the infrastructure development of this college, and also that the students should have the good learning facilities. So I appreciate him for this approach. Now, to tell me about me. So after completing my graduation and post-graduation in agricultural microbiology at Annamalai University, I joined Tamil Nadu Agriculture University as a faculty member, and I served Tamil Nadu Agriculture University for about 33 years in different capacities, like assistant professor, associate professor, professor and head, and the director or the special officer of the Directorate of Natural Resource Management. So in these various capacities, I was serving in Tamil Nadu Agricultural University. And during my service, I had the opportunity to associate myself with great stalwarts like Professor Dr. Kannayan, Professor Dr. Ramasamy. They are the former Vice Chancellors of Tamil Nadu Agricultural University, and they are also microbiologists. So fortunately, I had a very good association with these stalwarts. And actually, my PhD guide is Professor Dr. Kannayan. I worked for my PhD program on Azolla Anabina Symbiotic Association. So Dr. Kannayan was my guide. And then right from my MSCAG, I have been working with biofertilizers. For my MSCAG degree program, I worked on the rhizobium biofertilizer. Then when I joined the Agriculture College at Madurai as a faculty member, I joined the program called as Biofertilizer Production and Quality Control Program. So in this scheme only, I joined as a faculty member. So from the beginning of the career, I have been associated to this the biofertilizer production and quality control and biofertilizer technology. Okay, so I have been working with various biofertilizers like rhizobium, then azospirillum. When I was working at Madurai, I worked on azospirillum, and I introduced a new strain, new isolate for rice crop, new isolate of azospirillum for rice crop, and it was for the first time it was introduced in India. Before that, the strain was not available for the rice crop. Only the rhizobium biofertilizer were commonly used. Then this rhizobium biofertilizer, it is meant for the leguminous crops. But for the first time, we introduced earlier the Astrobacter biofertilizer was available for use by farmers. But the problem with this Astrobacter biofertilizer is it will perform wherever the soil is rich in organic matter. Okay, so the performance of this biofertilizer was not consistent because it is a free living nitrogen fixer. The students will be learning about the different types of nitrogen fixers during this training program. So it is a free living nitrogen fixer. So it lives in soil and it fixes the atmospheric nitrogen. Okay. So this azospirillum, which I isolated during my work at Madurai Agriculture College, I isolated a specific strain for rice, and then we formulated it as a biofertilizer, and we standardized the method of application of this biofertilizer for rice crops. So this is for the first time in India. It was introduced as a biofertilizer for rice, and then later it was used for by many other states also. Earlier it was used in Tamil Nadu, then it spread to the states like Kerala, Andhra Pradesh, then Karnataka, and then now the farmers in all over India are using this biofertilizer. Later, I was also working with Azolla biofertilizer, then blue-green algal biofertilizer. In all these biofertilizers, I worked, and then I was involved in the actual biofertilizer production program itself. So that is why I think it is my duty to propose to the management the establishment of this biofertilizer production unit. So already you have a microbiology lab at Indian Agriculture College. I was told by Dr. Jonathan that Indian Agriculture College is having a very good microbiological laboratory. So I think all the basic facilities which are required for carrying out the microbiological work are available at Indian Agriculture College. With the addition of some more facilities, it is possible to establish a biofertilizer production unit. Normally, for microbiological works, we require the autoclaves, Then we require the laminar flow air chamber, then the hot air oven and the incubators, then rotary shakers, etc. And the refrigerators for storing the cultures, etc. So these are the basic facilities which are required for carrying out the microbiological work. But now if you buy a big capacity autoclave for sterilizing the media, and then if possible, you can also propose to buy a fermenter for multiplying these biofertilizer organisms in the large scale. Okay, so by adding some more facilities, it is possible to establish a biofertilizer production unit at Indian Agricultural College, and you can produce the various biofertilizers like rhizobium, azospirillum, Astobacter, or Pasobacteria, or the potassium mobilizing bacteria, or zinc solubilizing bacteria. So for almost all nutrients, the biofertilizers are available. So these biofertilizers can be produced at your institute itself, and then it can be supplied to the farmers, needy farmers in the Tirunelveli area, or in the southern districts. You can meet the biofertilizer requirements of the southern districts. That is the possibility. And the students also, it will be helpful to the students to learn this biofertilizer production process very clearly without any doubt. That is the advantage. So I request the management to take this proposal and then establish the biofertilizer production unit as early as possible. Okay. So I think Dr. Anil Kumar sir, then the Sankita madam, and they will represent to the management and bring this biofertilizer production unit in operation. Now, I will proceed to some of the salient points of this biofertilizer. With regard to biofertilizers, recently our Prime Minister of India, he announced a policy that 50% of the urea usage should be reduced. So out of the total consumption of the urea, 50% of the urea should be reduced. So what is the reason for reducing the usage of urea fertilizer? Because urea fertilizer, it is a commonly used fertilizer by farmers, but it is a chemical fertilizer. It is commonly used by farmers. It's a chemical fertilizer. So if we have to reduce the usage of this urea fertilizer by 50%, it has to be compensated by the biofertilizers and the organic manures. Only with these biofertilizers and organic manures, we can compensate the 50% reduction in the urea fertilizer. Not only India, now other countries, a lot of other countries are also reducing the usage of chemical fertilizers, and also they are banning a lot of the pesticides or the fungicides or the nematicides, etc. So now there is a very good opportunity for biofertilizers. If you produce more and more biofertilizers, there is a very good market for the biofertilizers also. So the importance of biofertilizer has gained a lot because of these policies of the various government all over the world. Okay? And to briefly mention about the role of biofertilizers. So the biofertilizers are meeting the nutrient requirement of the plants. Okay, the students would have studied during their courses in soil science or agronomy that 16 different nutrients are required for the plant growth. So if you include the carbon, hydrogen, and oxygen, it is 19 different elements are required for the growth of the plants. So all these elements are present in the nature itself. So the natural source of these nutrients are available in the nature. So the only thing is, it is, for example, if you take carbon and nitrogen, the carbon and nitrogen is present in the atmospheric air. So the atmospheric air contains 70% nitrogen volume by volume, and about 3% the carbon dioxide in the atmospheric air. So this carbon and nitrogen are utilized. Are the carbon and nitrogen sources for the plants. So this cannot be directly utilized by all living beings. For example, the human beings or the animals cannot utilize the carbon and the nitrogen or the carbon dioxide or nitrogen gas which is present in the atmospheric air. because carbon dioxide can be utilized by only autotrophs, that is, it can be utilized by the plants or by the algae, macro and microalgae, or it can be utilized by the photosynthetic bacteria. Only these group of organisms can utilize the carbon dioxide which is present in the atmospheric air. Similarly, the nitrogen gas is present in the atmospheric air. This nitrogen gas is also present in the inert form. It cannot be utilized by the animals, the human beings, and even the plants. Plants also cannot utilize this nitrogen because it is present in the inert form. Only the microorganisms are capable of converting this inert form of nitrogen into ammoniacal nitrogen, and then they fix the nitrogen in either in the soil or in the close to the roots of the plants or in the plant itself. Some organisms fix in the soil. For example, Acetobacter fixes in the soil, and some organisms fixes in the close to the root system, namely the Azospirillum, and some other organisms like Rhizobium, they fix in the plant itself by forming the root nodules. So these organisms fix the nitrogen in different regions of the soil as well as the plants. Okay, so if you take the total amount of nitrogen fixed by the microorganisms, or mostly the bacteria and some actinomycetes, it amounts to 180 million tons of nitrogen per year. So all these microorganisms globally fix 180 million tons of nitrogen per year. Whereas if you see the amount of nitrogen produced by the fertilizer factories present all over the world, it is only 30 million tons. So the microbes are able to fix 6 times more than the industrial nitrogen fixation. So they fix the nitrogen through this biological nitrogen fixation process. So much of nitrogen is fixed in the soil. Only thing is we have to make use of this naturally available nutrients. Okay. So all these nutrients are naturally available. Only thing is it is not present in the plant utilizable form. It is present in the unavailable form. So the microorganisms have the role in converting this unavailable form of nitrogen into available form and make it available to the plant. This is the main role played by the microorganisms. Okay, so these nutrients are from natural sources and they are inexpensive because they are synthesized through the natural process without involving any high temperature or high pressure or energy. Nothing is involved. In the normal atmospheric temperature and pressure, these nutrients are converted into available form to the plants, and then the plants are able to readily utilize these nutrients. So they are available in the bioavailable form. We call it as bioavailable form. The plant utilized form is bioavailable form. When it is present in bioavailable form, it is readily utilized by the plants and it is taken up by the plants. And as I mentioned, it is the inexpensive also. When you use these biofertilizers, you can reduce the cost of cultivation. These advantages are there. Okay, so these are the main advantages. And considering the requirement for these biofertilizers, lot of international companies or multinational companies like Bayer, BASF, or the Novozyme or Sumitomo, like that, lot of international companies are there. They are now coming forward to produce these biofertilizers and then market it globally. So much opportunities are there in the biofertilizers. And when there are a lot of, when the production is increasing, production of biofertilizers is increasing, there will be employment opportunities for the students as well as the microbiologists. So a lot of employment opportunities will be increasing for the microbiologists as well as the students studying microbiology. Okay, so with this brief introduction about these biofertilizers, I feel very proud and privileged to inaugurate this online training program on biofertilizers for agriculture. I think this 3 days training program will be an eye-opener for the students, BS agriculture students, and then even some of the students can take up this biofertilizer production as a venture. So they can become entrepreneurs. So like that, they can produce the biocontrol agents, the biopesticides, using the same facilities, the biofertilizers, biocontrol agents, then the biopesticides, bionematicides, all these products can be produced. So it is an opportunity for the students to become the entrepreneurs. Okay. So with these few words, I conclude my inaugural talk, and then I once again thank the management of the Indian Agriculture College, then Dr. Jonathan for inviting me to inaugurate this online training program, and Dr. Anil Kumar sir, and Dr. Kumar, Vice Principal, then Dr. Sangeeta, Assistant Professor of Microbiology, then Dr. Jones, Jones, and then the other organizers of this program for giving me this opportunity. And also I thank all the students for listening to my lecture passionately. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir, for your prodigious words. We are so blessed to have you here, sir.
Thank you.
Coming up next, we have our esteemed former director, Center for Plant Protection Studies, CPPS, Tamil Nadu Agriculture University, Coimbatore, and advisor of the Indian Agriculture College, Radhapuram, Dr. E.I. Jonathan, sir, to expound the special address. Welcome, sir.
Dr. Kumar, former Special Officer, Natural Resource Management, TNIU Coimbatore. The post has been now upgraded as director. So he was almost doing the job of director as special officer. And Dr. Anil Kumar, the principal of Indian Agriculture College, Dr. Alagappan, professor, Dr. Kumar, vice principal, Dr. Sangeeta. I'm calling her as doctor because she is my student for PhD and I am guiding her. And Dr. Kumar, this is for information. She is working on the bacteria, Xenorhabdus, which is causing septicemia in insect pest, particularly Lepidopteran pest, to cause death, through which we can have biological control through entomopathogenic nematode. The nematode carries the bacteria in the gut, and when it enters the insect body, it releases the bacteria in the insect body, and you know very well the bacteria multiplies and causes septicemia and ultimately death of the insect. She is working on that. She has registered in Annamalai University. I think in another 2 years, she will be completing her thesis, and I am sure that that will be a wonderful work. Okay, so I am calling her as Dr. Sangeeta.
All the best, Sangeeta
Thank you.
madam.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, and she is the course director, and Dr. Johnny Prasad, coordinator of this program, and all the faculty members, and our manager Swami Sundaram, and other supporting staff, and our IT people, and dear participants, students, friends, and others. Good evening to you all. So when Dr. Sangeeta asked me, sir, how we can do it, which person we can call as a chief guest for this program, I just, many names come to my mind, and I thought we want to have a appropriate person who has really done some good work in biofertilizers. Then I thought Dr. Kumar. Not that he is my classmate, not that he is my friend. Based on his work, the name came to my mind, and when I talked to him, he readily accepted. No fussing, nothing. He readily accepted, and I also requested him to focus his talk on the establishing bioproduction unit in our college, so that in due course of time, we would be able to produce some quality material for the benefit of farmers and also for the benefit of our institution. So thank you very much, Dr. Kumar, for the wonderful message that you have given during the inaugural speech. And TNAU has done a wonderful job in biofertilizers. Our 1970s, it was only Agriculture College and Research Institute, Coimbatore. This is for the interest for the students to know the history of TNAU. It was Agriculture College and Research Institute in Coimbatore. No university at that time. 1971, the university was formed during the period of Dr. Kalaignar Karunanidhi as Chief Minister. It was the first agriculture university to be established in Tamil Nadu during 1971. And the first Vice Chancellor, Dr. G. Rangasamy, very dynamic person. He is a microbiologist. Earlier, he was a Dean Faculty of Agriculture at Annamalai University, and subsequently he went to Bangalore as Dean, and then after that, he was selected as first Vice Chancellor of Tamil Nadu University. He is a microbiologist, and he established the microbiology department and strengthened the department by posting the appropriate scientist to work on these biofertilizers. So he put the foundation, and subsequently, Dr. Kannayan, he was the Vice Chancellor. He is a microbiologist. He did his good work. And Dr. K. Ramasamy, he is a previous Vice Chancellor. He is also a microbiologist. And Dr. Kumar worked with these two people, and he has got a very good experience in biofertilizers. So I thought he is the right person to call here. I know Dr. Kumar as Professor at Department of Microbiology did a lot of encouragement for the scientists to develop biofertilizers, and also as Director of Natural Resource Management, he did a wonderful job in TNAU, and everybody has got a respect towards him for his good work. And with these few words, I appreciate Sangeeta for organizing this wonderful program, and also our Dean is very much responsible for this online training program. I also appreciate the Dean, Principal, Dr. Anil Kumar, and above all, our Chairman. He is a very dynamic person. Dr. Kumar, if you find time, please make a visit. When you visit Kanyakumari or any southern pilgrimage, please make a visit along with your family. You can see the wonderful high-tech water management program in our college, as well as our chairman has got a wonderful dairy unit with collaboration with foreign agency, and everything is automated. We have got more than 100 animals, very good breeds, and everything is automated. I think there is the only accountant is there. Otherwise, all the machineries are automated. It's really wonderful to see. Even the cattle, they have got a wonderful thing to rub their thing when it comes to when having nearer to the brush. Everything sensor based. Really, it is very fascinating. I have visited. It's a wonderful thing. So, with these few words, I thank you very much, Dr. Kumar, for being with us this evening. Thank you very much, everyone, for the opportunity given to me. Thank you.
Thank you very much, sir, for your staggering words.
Now, to deliver the felicitation address, first of all, I welcome Dr. R. Kumar Sir, Vice Principal and Assistant Professor of Plant Breeding and Genetics, the Indian Agriculture College, Radhapuram.
Thank you, Andros and Shobin. Good evening to all. It is audible?
Yes, sir, it's audible. Please
Yes.
continue.
Good evening to all. Most respected Chairman Sir. So he's unable to join with us with his busy schedule. But anyhow, him is always with us. And respected Dr. K. Kumar Sir, former Special Officer, Directorate of Natural Resource Management, and Chief Guest of Today program, and respected Jonathan Sir, former Director of Tamil Nadu Agriculture University, and advisor of our DAIC College, and respected Principal Sir. He is a key person for motivating and encouraging to us. And respected course director, Dr. Sangeeta Madam, as our advisors are said, so very shortly, Madam is going to be obtained for the degree with all wishes of our advisors are. And respected course co-directors, Alapan sir and Vinod Raj, and course coordinator, Joni Prasad sir, and faculty members and administrative officers, software adjusting team, Vikram and Co, and participants and my dear students. Good evening to all. This is the most important topic in pipe fertilizer productions. I think we are very well about know this topic. So our chief guest and advisors are, so they are explain very well about this fire fertilizers. You know, so when we are going with the fire fertilizers, so ultimately it is enhancing and increasing the yield nearly 20 to 30%, especially so it is noted in rice crops, and so it has to be increasing for the improving the soil structures, and it is maintaining the better water relationship to the plant and soil. And so we are well versed in the in the fertilizers. We have we have all modern technology to produce, and we are self sufficient. But anyhow, so this it will when we are going with the farmer level, so the adaptation is it is not in much. So I think so I am sure, so this program, so it will be creating the awareness and improving the fire fertilizer uses of the farmers. So in this way, so once again I congratulations the course director and the co-directors. I wish you all the best for successful of these programs. Thank you one and all to giving me these opportunities. Thank you.
Thank you very much, sir.
Further, to deliver the felicitation address, I welcome Dr. S. Alagappan sir, Professor of Agronomy, the Indian Agriculture College, Radhapuram. Welcome, sir.
Most respected Dr. Jayaraja sir, our chairman, our principal Adit Kumar sir, our advisor Jonathan sir, and our chief guest, today's chief guest, Dr. K. Kumar sir, former special officer, KNA Coimbatore, for delivering this guest lecture and to inaugurate this function of this online training program on biofertilizers for agriculture. Dr. Kumar sir, Vice Principal, all my faculty colleagues, students, friends, and the registered participants of this online training program, and one and all, I first of all welcome you all for this inaugural function and given the wonderful speech to us, which we heard as such now. And I am very much happy to deliver this presentation address because it's a very good, wonderful program, this biofertilizers for agriculture, right from basics in biofertilizer, technological aspects, types, as well as manufacturing systems, then inoculants, how it is to be developed, how it is to be isolated, how it is to be kept, sterilized, all those things. Above all, the production technology in detail. And I'm also having one paper to give a speech on applications and importance of liquid biofertilizers in agriculture. So these things is going to give very good eye-opening sessions for the participants as well as the students to gain much more practical impact of knowledge on biofertilizers. And it's going to be a goldmine area in future for generating a number of business opportunities as well as employment opportunities for the agriculture graduates and even for the rural public where fertilizer units are being produced or developed. So with these words, I conclude my felicitation address. Thank you one and all for attending this function. Thank you.
Thank you very much, sir.
To speak gratitude is courteous and pleasant. To enact gratitude is generous and noble, but to live gratitude is to touch heaven. So, to propose the vote of thanks, I invite Mrs. P. Sankita Ma'am, Course Director and Assistant Professor of Agricultural Microbiology, the Indian Agricultural College, Radhapuram.
Thank you, Andrew. Good evening to all. It's my privilege to have this wonderful opportunity to thank everyone who participated in this pleasant evening online training program. First of all, my sincere thanks to our most respected chairman, Dr. S.A. Joyraja, Raja's group of institutions for all his support and guidance, which paved the way to conduct this online training program. Thank you, sir. And many thanks to our respected principal, Dr. A.S. Anil Kumar, the Indian Agriculture College, who deeply followed and made success of this online program, which is fruitful to all students. Thank you, sir. And our honorable advisor, Dr. E. I. Jonathan, the Indian Agriculture College, for his meticulous guidance and support, not only for his support in this program, for all other activities of the Indian Agriculture College. Thank you, sir. My sincere thanks, most respected chief guest of the day, Dr. K. Kumar, former Special Officer, Directorate of Natural Resource Management, Tamil Nadu Agriculture University, Coimbatore, who spent his valuable time and shared his valuable points and enlightening us with his knowledge in this program. Thank you, sir. And also plenty of thanks to our Vice Principal, Dr. R. Kumar, senior professors, teaching staff members, administrative officers, Mr. Sami Sundaram and Mr. Vikram, and all my dear students. And my special thanks to the compires, Shabin and Andros, for their lively comparing of this program. My final gratitude to the dear students, Ajay and Bhuneshwari, behind the screen of this program for their help and support. I once again thank you each and everyone participated here. Thank you.
Thank you very much, ma'am.
Further, to brief address, I invite Mr. A. Joni Prasad Sir, Coordinator Cell of E-Learning Training Course and Assistant Professor of Agricultural Extension, the Indian Agriculture College, Radhapuram. Welcome, sir.
So thank you, Shabin. So as the coordinator for the Center for E-Learning, I convey my best wishes to the team of the Department of Microbiology under the leadership of Sangeeta Madam, who has undertaken this very wonderful topic for the benefit of our students as well as the faculty. So I convey my best wishes to you and your team, your assistant course directors. I also extend my sincere appreciation and thanks to our chief guest, Dr. K. Kumar sir, for being with us and sharing your wonderful thoughts with us. So thank you, sir, for that. And I have to appreciate and thank our advisor, sir, Dr. Jonathan, for bringing such a wonderful personality to our institution, as well as all the support sir is making, the guidance he is giving for us. So thank you, sir. And I also thank our principal, sir, for giving us an opportunity to organize these events and giving us advices and directions. So thank you, sir. So all the faculty colleagues, I extend my sincere appreciation and thanks for your all the support. And because of your support, we are able to run these programs in a very smooth manner, and we distribute the certificates at the end of each program, so which is very valuable to the students for their future career. And I request the students to take this opportunity very sincerely and attend to all the programs, attend to all the lectures given by the your course directors, and get benefit out of this program. So thank you and my best wishes to all of you. Thank you.
Thank you very much, sir.
The inaugural section has been completed now. So now we can enter into our online interactive training section on biofertilizers in agriculture.
So, the theme of our program, our aim rather, is to know about the biofertilizers and create awareness to the farmers.
And today we have an array of special resource persons here, and we will be dealing with 3 sessions.
Today's session will be on different titles like Introduction to Biofertilizers, Mechanisms underlying nutrient cycling by biofertilizer and formulations, and finally, application of liquid biofertilizer. So guys, are you ready for your today's session?
Yes, to kickstart this lovely evening with our first section, I welcome Mrs. P. Sangeeta Ma'am, Course Director and Assistant Professor of Agricultural Microbiology, the Indian Agriculture College, Radhapuram.
Good evening to all. Before we start our first day presentation, I would like to brief all the session which is going to be sent by different eminent faculties. Day 1, first session will be handled to myself. My topic is Introduction to Biofertilizers. Second session will be Dr. B. Jabalin Prabina, Associate Professor, AC&R Curriculum. The topic is Mechanism Underlying Nutrient Cycling by Biofertilizers and Formulations. Third session will be Dr. Alagappan, Professor, the Indian Agriculture College, Radhapuram. The topic is Application of Liquid Biofertilizers. Day 2. There are 2 sessions. First session is Dr. K. Kumuda, Professor and Head, AC&RA Madurai. The topic is Fungal Biofertilizer with special reference to phosphorus cycle. Second session is Dr. S. Triveni, Associate Professor, Agriculture University, Hyderabad. The topic is Production Process for Microbial Inoculants. Day 3, first session, Dr. Sivasangari Devi, Assistant Professor, Tamil Nadu Rice Research Institute, Adudurai. The topic is Seed Biopriming and Stage-Specific Inoculant Technology for Agricultural Crops. Second session, Mr. J. Vinod Raj, Assistant Professor, the Indian Agriculture College, Radhapuram. The topic is Role of Biofertilizer in Improving the Soil Fertility Status. These are scheduled for interactive online training program.